Oh, that was fucking gross. I'm sorry, guys.
Groovy, baby.
Oh my.
All right. See, I didn't forget to press the button this
We're
time.
over here tapping in with KWJT, Puget Sound from space. I'm over here with Corey. You're tapping in with Tavares and sliding with Solana. Man, bro. 58 episodes in. We're doing some legendary shit over here, bro. Words cannot describe the feeling. I'm just going to do some introductions. KWJT, Groovy family, thank you for tapping in with last week's episode. Chris and Glenn, major love. Thank you. Shout out Tranquil Forest and the team at home. We appreciate you guys all the time. And without a further ado, let me introduce this week's guest. We got the Boulevard Boy up in the building, Travis Thompson.
Hey, what's good, y'all? Thank you for having me.
Oh,
it's good to be here, man. Hey, it's a family affair.
It really is.
It's a family affair. You feel me?
Got Hayes in the building.
You feel me?
You know?
Ambon, Boulevard Boy Hayes, you know what I'm saying?
You might hear him yell out.
Yeah, I'm right.
Man, this is fucking crazy, man. Groovy Gang, let me go on a little riff real quick. Thank you, bro. We really appreciate you for pulling up today. You know?
Oh, stop it, bro.
We appreciate you pulling up, man. It's a long time coming. So
it is a long time coming. That's a fact.
Can I share a story real quick for the viewers at home?
Please share.
I love talking about this because, bro, I'll never forget this day.
Yeah.
I walked into the Ballard Matadors. Shout out Matador in there. $5 tacos. Up in Ballard, and that's actually where I ran into you, man, the first time.
For real?
Yes.
Have we talked about this?
I brought it up to you at I think Hayes' pop up. You should have been there.
Okay.
Because you should have.
It was nighttime. I just got off, and I think you were eating dinner with Tyler, your producer. This is Ballard. I'm getting off at Solid Straw, and I pull up. So it's late night happy hour. I'm about to get drunk, faded with the crew. And I see you over there chilling.
Yeah.
You feel me? You're eating nachos with the bro.
That's how we doing.
And cooling it. And I'm like, I come in, I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I'm like, bro, that's Travis Thompson, bro. And, being out here and involved in the game, of course we know who you are,
Hey, thank you, man.
You put on for Washington so tough, and like for me as a small time artist at the time walking in, I was like, man, I had to say what's up to bro.
Yeah.
If he's really from the town, he's gonna think nothing of this. So I get up, I do a little plan, I go use the bathroom, come out, and I'm like,
strategize.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, because
had to find the right
because as Washingtonians, when we're out eating, we're like, bro, I just want to eat my food and like get up out of here, cooling.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel about it, but basically, I say what's up to you. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm Tavares. I just had released a music video. I'm like, yo, what's good, bro? I know you're enjoying your dinner, but I just wanted to say what's up because I appreciate what you're doing and I admire your shit. So, man, bro.
Hey, was it love?
It was pure love, bro. Bro, it was pure love. He said,
less.
He said, hold on. He was like, nah, G, bro, it's good, bro.
That me?
I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, bro. And I was like, look, I'm gonna leave you alone.
Oh, because I said you knew Mahad.
Yep.
Okay, bet.
And basically that's the end of the story. I go over to my table, but it really sparked this is real. Like,
hey, thank you, bro.
To feel you in the presence and like actually meet you in person, and for you to just be on some like this is love, like it's nothing, like
Thank you, bro. The fact that meant anything other than like, oh, that's that guy over there is fucking tight to me. You feel me? Like, good looking.
Bro,
thank you.
It was a cool ass moment for me. And it just shows the love we got out here, man.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you.
I had to start the podcast off with that just because it's full circle. I fucking
damn right.
Like,
it is full
I'm
circle.
interviewing you now, And like,
that's a fact.
It's crazy, bro. We're definitely friends, bro. Like I look to you as a friend. I want to put that out there.
Y'all know
because
I saw you guys as my friends before. I think you saw me as your friend. So it's love for real. I hope you know that. Yeah, it's love.
Can brother get a?
Yeah, I've been waiting for you to stop
man.
talking.
Oh, it's love, man.
Hey, that's a first.
That was a real.
Thank you.
That was
yeah.
you know, I was anticipating it because that was a real lovely moment for me.
It was okay, bet.
Well, because at the time he texted me about it. He was like, "Bro, I ran into Trav," and
that's crazy that motherfuckers text people like that.
Well,
that happens
because you were an anomaly to us. Like before, crazy. Like we actually got in the rooms with you and like actually got to kick it with you. You were where like Washington was headed. Like for as far as like what the kid that was the next up, the person to like get the reins and get the city and actually like claim Washington and claim Seattle for real.
Thank you, bro.
That was you. So like for us to like that moment was like a lot bigger in our circle just because it was like, hey, that nigga still eating in like the same place we're eating.
Hey, bruh.
You know,
that's
perception
love,
is like very key.
Thank you. I always say, bruh, it's hard. Seattle's one of those weird cities where there's not like a lot of infrastructure with the shit, or the kids haven't seen its levels to this shit.
Yeah.
It's like when you go to the Bay or Atlanta, I was talking to Pilo about this. It's like when you go to the Bay, kids have people like Pilo or like Guap Dad or like Neff. They see its levels to this shit, or like all black, whoever the fuck. They go to Atlanta, they see its level. Kids in Seattle are kind of like, if you ain't on, you're not, and it ain't lit.
Exactly.
And so it's like kids will see you out at Subway sometimes or wherever the hell it may be and be like, damn, bruh, I just seen Travis Thompson over at Subway. He down bad, bruh. And I'm like, Cuddy, I'm choosing to live here. Exactly. I'm doing great. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, recognize that your city has, like, if you see me out, you see Gab out, you see Notch Jarv, whoever the fuck, motherfuckers are choosing to be here and are successful. You feel me? So it's like, so when people appreciate seeing us out, it's like, thank you for understanding that it's levels to this shit. Because, you feel me? Because it's like, even 2 years ago, it was not like this. You feel me? So it's like, I just hope that people from the city and people, so when people get it, I appreciate it because, like, not a lot of kids from Seattle ever get to watch that. Yeah. They only go, boom, and then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So people
don't really get to, like, see, they haven't really got to see that it's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? At least, like, our age of kids.
No, I got to, like, it was what it was what Key was doing. It was like that was even more.
That's
distant.
What I'm saying. That was
so
that's what put the battery in our back. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with Trey or like Ned. You know what I'm saying? I grew up skating with him. So when Thrax House started popping, it was like, oh shit, we could actually be somebody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like we got to like see that it was levels to this shit. But since then, it hasn't really. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to like. It's either you get a song and it's this, or it's not where it needs to be yet.
Exactly.
These kids don't really understand that. So that's what I'm saying. Like when people like see me and they're like, oh shit, you're killing it, bro. I'm like, hey, thank you, man. I damn near be like, I don't want to get caught outside in Seattle without a fucking fit because I don't want people to get the impression I'm down bad or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, shit just do be regular. You know what I'm saying? Like I see y'all, we be at the dive bars. We don't go to clubs. We don't, you know what I'm saying? Like we be kicking it, bro. You feel me? Like, so it's cool. Yeah.
So let's bring it back to the beginning because I want to, before we get into really fun shit and talking about like how established that you have gotten and the rise that you've been able to get to, I want to bring us back just because those of you that may only know Travis at a certain level or just got to, oh, that's the white kid from Washington who like all these like tropes. What was it like growing up in Buren? Tell us about those early times.
Man, so I moved here. I moved to Buren, or I was just saying, the first house I lived in was on 19th and Dearborn. Hey, shout out to CD. But I grew up in Buren. I moved from Dutch Harbor, Alaska, and my parents were they ran the galley. They're cooks, like chefs. Ooh. They're chefs. If I say they're cooks, they're gonna get hot. They're chefs. But big difference, you feel me? But yeah, they ran like the galley, which is where all the fishermen ate. So in the Harbor, it was fire. Like I just grew up around nothing but like fishermen. So it was like I was eating like injera and like pho and like everything at like a toddler. You know what I'm saying? So it was lit. But yeah, so we moved to Seattle and we moved to Buren, and it was cool, bro. It was straight. Like it's Buren. I've always said about Buren or like White Center in general or that whole like south of West Seattle area is like it's not. I can only speak to my experience. In my experience, it wasn't a hood, but it was just like it's easy to find trouble Like nothing.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like it's one of them places where it's like I wouldn't even call it a bad neighborhood, but if you want it to be a bad neighborhood,
it could get like that.
It could get like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like hard to explain that to people, but it's cool, bro. Like growing up, I was just a skater kid. You know what I'm saying? Like I started skateboarding when I was like 10, and that's when like the world kind of opened up for me. But everything before that was just classic suburban. Like life. I played baseball with my pops. You know what I'm saying?
Were you
like
filthy?
I was kind of filthy at baseball. I was kind of filthy until high school when everyone hit puberty, and I was like hella late on that.
Yeah.
But no, it was cool, bro. Like I was just on some young. Yeah, can I hit the weed too?
Of course.
I was just on some young kid skater shit. But that's when I turned 10. That's when the world kind of opened up, and I started riding the bus.
Ooh.
And once I started riding the bus, it was like I wasn't from Burien no more. I was from the world. I was from Seattle. I was from wherever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Just because like. Burien is one of them places where kids that are from Burien can almost treat it like a small town. And I'm like, hey, y'all realize that like you take one bus and it's like 5 minutes away. Yeah. The city is right there, Cuddy. Like I remember being in Burien on Friday nights with the homies. They're like, I think we're gonna like the biggest event would be like to squat up in a whip and go to like Dick's or something. You know what I'm saying? Like kids from Burien almost treat it like a small town. But then you go 5 minutes like north, and kids from White Center are in the Seattle kid mindset, and they're on some whole other shit. But it's one of them weird things where like Burien is just such a weird place, even though it's in the center of shit. It's damn near like
it's
a small town on the side. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's a weird place to be. But I started skating, and that's when the world opened up. That's when I started like going to shows. That's when I started just like getting into bad shit. Yeah, just riding the bus all over Seattle and shit.
Started experience like,
but it was cool. Yeah, it was just growing up in Burien was just like. Skater shit. I was just running around everywhere. Like that's why I know everybody and I know every part of the city. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's like
you were running around skating everywhere.
I've got a friend like somewhere in every part of the city just because of that.
What was your early graffiti name? Because I know you had to write.
I was never write. Everyone else did it. I remember. Really? I remember trying to. My nickname at the skate park was Penguin. And I remember I tried to write Penguin on a wall, and the homie was like, "That is so weak, Cuddy. Like, don't ever pick up the shit again." Like. And I knew it wasn't.
That was some honest feedback.
You know Chito?
Yeah.
He was like the popping graffiti kid in school. I was like, oh, that's my homie. I don't even want to try, Cuddy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
shout out Chito for getting that.
Bro, he's from Burien. You know what I'm saying? He's from
shout
Burien
out
too.
Chito.
But he was that's what I'm saying. Like, those are the kind of kids I was kicking it with. And I was like, I can't even write, bro. I'm too weak. I would like try to write in my composition notebook. It was weak as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's fire.
But you know, regular Seattle kid shit. Bad skater kid shit.
Just going everywhere and doing everything.
Exactly. Back when the bus was 75 cents.
Ooh.
A good time.
That was a great time.
A
great time.
Back when the transfers would hit all day.
Yes.
Oh
and if you got your bus driver, they were all right. Here's one.
Money.
Yeah.
If you knew your bus driver, you didn't need money.
Come on, and here's a transfer when you get off, so you could really ride the bus all day.
Back when we was yelling back door and shit.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Beautiful thing.
No, you gotta come through the front.
No. Back door, and then if you better shut the fuck up as the niggas just slide in.
Oh my mama.
Hey man, go through the front.
Huh? Like crouching in the back and hiding under the
and
thing.
then waiting to go and just pop back the fuck up.
Oh god. You ever try to sneak on the back of the bus and then you get called out and you're like, damn, I don't even got money. I just gotta hop back off and wait for the next one.
Nah, man, we don't play that over here on my bus, bro.
Bro, they were good.
All you had to do was ask me, and I would have let you on. But no, you want to sneak on through the back.
Empty too,
bro. Hey, you in the hat. Hey, you. Nah. I see you hiding.
Skateboard.
I see you hiding.
Yeah.
Come here. Bro, they would stop their whole fuck where you had to be that day.
You with that?
Fuck where you had to come to the front.
Oh my god.
They make you explain your down bad situation.
They literally, oh my.
Bro, what's up with your life?
Give me your life. You give them the 35 cents you have. Like,
what you
put
got?
In all the pennies and nickels that you have.
What do you have?
Oh my god.
Give me all of it. Yeah, here's your transfer.
That's so foul.
They watch these cameras, man.
Bro, shout out.
They watch these cameras, man.
They gotta make sure I'm asking you for the fare.
Oh my god.
I mean, they got really fare enforcement on the bus
really
now.
Sick.
Yeah, fare enforcement when they first dropped was so foul. Remember when fare enforcement first fucking dropped?
Yeah, I still owe. Ha!
Hell yeah! If it wasn't a picture of you as a kid in the fare enforcement system, oh, you was weak.
He said, "Ha!" I still owe.
Yeah. Yeah, I got like 3 pictures over there, 3 pictures at Macy's.
Yeah,
it's a little bad.
Oh shit,
that's funny as hell.
I wanted to ask you how it's been as an artist navigating the field of like media. You know, this ain't your first interview, so
navigating the field of media. I don't know. I'm not dumb. You feel me? So I've always been. I remember the first time I signed, or like the day I signed. Not the day I signed, but the day that I pulled back up to the label as a signed artist over at Epic, they like walk you around the office. They like check off the boxes. Like, so you meet the marketing team, you meet the commerce team, and then you meet your publicist. And I remember walking in, and then she literally like looks me up and down, and she's like, "You're a smart kid." And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "You don't need media training." And I'm like, "No, I'm probably good." She's like, "All right, cool." And she like sends me out. It was, bro. It's like a movie, bro. Like she like looks me up and down. She's like, "You're a smart kid." And it's, I don't know. Media shit has always been hella easy in terms of not like fucking up or like being an asshole or anything. But it's like the part that I want to get better at is damn near like letting myself come through. I try hella hard to be myself. So sometimes I like, I don't know, play small even. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the part that I'm trying to work on. Like, I'm like, if you listen to the music, it's like who I am is like aggressively shown. Yeah. But if you watch the interview, sometimes I feel like maybe I'm like a little more reserved just because I'm not trying to come off corny. You feel me? Like I don't know. I don't ever want to come off like I'm trying to be something I'm not. So sometimes I'll really just kick it and like chill a little bit too much. And then I'll walk out into public or the fans will come up to me and I'm like, "Damn, you don't even know me." You know what I'm saying? You think I would think that's funny? Like you don't think I'm the kind of motherfucker who would like, that's corny. Yeah. You don't think I would realize that? But so that's why I'm trying to like get better at just not be like, media shit's always been easy, but it's always been a little terrifying.
I feel that. Just
because not terrifying in the sense of like, oh, I'm so scared of the world. I just don't want to be misunderstood. Yeah. You feel me? Well, so yeah, I'm just trying to like be myself more and like, and at the same time, like comments hurt way less now. So now I'll get up here and be like, yeah, I'm one of the most fire out this motherfucking city. And it's a fact, like ever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'll stand on that. But before I'm like, oh, I don't want people to think I'm trying to be like the one from Seattle. I don't want people trying to think I'm trying to be the voices. Cause I've never tried to be the one from Seattle. It's
so hard to be the one.
But I am one of them ones. Like I'm etched in the history of the city at this point. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Like,
let's get that.
You feel me? I don't know.
Big round of applause.
Love, you feel me? Like that's why.
You don't
y'all
even
walk with me everywhere.
Hold on. You don't have to defend that.
I get love everywhere in the city. Exactly. I rep the shit respectfully.
Bro, you don't have to defend saying that statement. It shows in the work. It shows in the being able to tour outside of your state. It shows where you move. Like this is one of those. This is the place where you can come home and talk about how you've accomplished. And like you've done shit to like work hard and put yourself in a position where you could be like, yeah, like as far as our state is concerned, I'm one of them ones. There can't be a top 5 list without me on it because not many of you niggas got as far as I've come, worked as hard as I've done, and built the relationship. And I'm gonna extend it, and you actually know what's going on. Like you're not disconnected enough.
And you can ask whoever the fuck to verify Travis, and it's solid. You know what I'm saying? So, like it's cool. It's never not been. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I don't know. At the same time, like as much as even like I want to agree with you saying like, yeah, you should come back and celebrate it. Seattle's such a city where I'm almost like, don't celebrate too much because you get caught up. Don't celebrate too much because you gonna get stuck. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things where I'm just trying to navigate some shit that's never really been done. Know, it's
been done by maybe 5-6 people,
and even then they were anomalies in their own right. So exactly. How the fuck is it supposed to work for me? You know what I'm saying? Or like, how is it supposed to work for? And that's why, like, when kids ask me for like advice, I'm just like, I don't know what it's supposed to look like because I have never had to do the things you had to do in life. So you're coming through a whole different like lane than I am, and we're from a city where neither of our lanes exist, so I have no clue, bro. But stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, Cuddy. You feel me? Like it's one of them things.
Do people get annoyed when you tell them stay consistent?
Yeah, hell yeah, because they think it's like insincere advice. But it's like, I swear to God, bro, this shit is literally like, I say that I have to remind myself this, bro. Like I think I was saying to y'all too, like this shit is a game of consistency because week talentless, fucking terrible people touch a million, pop every single fucking day. And I know I'm not any of those. So my day is coming, or like your day is coming. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of them things too where it's consistency, but people are consistent with bullshit too. So don't get me wrong. Like people are very consistent with bullshit. So like it's consistency and making the next thing better than the last. That's really all it is, bro. Like if you dropped a fire video, like congrats, all your videos gotta look like that now. Like, are you making some fire shit? Congrats, all your songs got to be that fire now. Yeah. There's no going back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, bro. So that's when I tell people be consistent. I'm like, yeah, consistently do the work no one fucking sees, and it's going to feel like bullshit. And you're going to have, like, a sold-out show and, like, $400 to your name that night. But it is what it is, bro. Like,
that's the next step.
Do the shit. That's how it fucking goes. Like, I don't know. We live in a time of instant gratification, and especially because there's no infrastructure, kids just think it's supposed to work a certain way, and that's just not how it works. But I can't blame them. You feel me? It is what it is. It's all love. I'm just trying to get game where I got.
You know, and that's powerful. We gotta give you another round of applause. We literally gotta let these ring, just because.
Hey man,
this is a big moment not only for us as a platform, but this is like, see, these are one of those moments where it's like you've done like this is a full cool ass moment to us. Like I know outside of this, we're like genuinely homies and like we get drunk and we could tell like shitty stories about like life together. But like overall, this is huge.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Because I know in a real way that there's like people that feel like they aren't tangible to you, and that's fucked up.
I just hope y'all know how important the shit y'all do is, because like. Yeah, I'm going to pull up to, I'm not even going to name where I'm going to pull up. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know where I'm going to pull up to do interviews and shit, but they're going to ask me, what's it like to know Macklemore? They're asking me my top 5. They're not going to ask me about riding the bus as a kid, the shit that people care about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's almost like until you blow up, all my only good interviews are going to come from people like you. You feel me?
Yeah.
Until you're that, and it means more, you know what I'm saying? I've never gotten to say this kind of shit before because I've never been comfy in a room like that before. You know what I'm saying? So, and this will live forever. This will live longer than us. So it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on. That's a...
You feel me?
You know, this is... if you don't know, Travis is a real person.
Hey, man. I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
No, I feel it. So most people know you from a talent show that happened that someone threw. What was that?
You said what?
So every time outside of this, everyone's first story is this like talent show that was thrown,
like a poetry kid.
No, like a contest, some random shit.
Oh, like sound off, like the EMP sound off.
Yeah, you're gonna have to feel. So this is I'm bringing third hand information into
Narwhal the fuck out of
easy.
That's crazy.
It's so easy to Narwhal you because
it's all out there.
niggas always will give you like a close like. If they deem you're famous and they have like a story about you and like have seen us together, I get those stories. So like,
for real?
Yeah, I know so much about like all of you. Like
was it positive though?
It's all positive. No, I have never heard a bad thing about. That's why I was very excited to meet you. Before we met, like I've never heard anything bad. Like I just knew a bunch of like secondhand like.
But y'all know I'd be out the way though.
No, yeah.
Thank you though. I appreciate that. The fuck out of that.
Yeah, no one's ever been. Everyone is just. This is the question. Fuck the question I was gonna ask. But everyone thinks you have a sense of obligation because they deem that you've ran the race. Do you hold it? Well, a sense of like, oh, you got to put me on this put on mentality of like. Do you feel like that's fair, being that you're still running your race? And 2, how do you feel about that? Just because you weren't necessarily put on, you worked your ass off and did it.
I will say that I'd be remiss to not like say that like Macklemore like putting me on that first tour when I had like 3,000 followers. Like he blessed the fuck out of me. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like a lot, Mac has done a lot for a lot of people, and look what, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, but at the one. To answer the question of like, should people feel? I don't know. Like, one, if you feel like Travis Thompson should put you on, you're aiming so low, Cuddy. Bro. If you feel like someone like me is in a place to put people on, you already are so far behind. You don't get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Cuddy, like motherfuckers just touched 6 figures like a year ago. Like that's like. You get what I'm saying, bro? Like plumbers
everything.
got 100,000 in their pocket. You get what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
it's levels to this shit, bro. And like people don't understand that. Like if you see me with like 100K followers and like some tour dates and shit, like it's definitely dope. But like I said, there's no infrastructure to this shit. So if you don't get it, you think I blew up. Or if you don't get it, you think, oh, he ain't really doing shit. So they don't really see that it's levels to this shit. So it's like I can't even blame people for like thinking I need to like put them on.
Yeah.
But also there's another thing too where it's like I went through this with like one of my best friends, like Mahad. Like Mahad was like, bro, you need to do this. You need to do this. And I'm just like, hey, bro, like I could even help this person or you or whoever the fuck. And my fans aren't even going to get it. My fans are like going to be like afraid.
Yeah.
Or my fans aren't going to fucking get it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, like kids don't necessarily understand that kind of aspect to it, but I don't feel that pressure at all. And people don't put that on me. People maybe put like, I need to like feature artists more from the city, or like people might be like, but there's never been a Travis Thompson show without like a Seattle person on it. There's never been, or at least in Seattle, you get what I'm saying? Like there's never been an album without like a local artist on it. There's never been like, you get what I'm saying?
You don't,
like people don't it's just they feel like I'm not helping them and their crew out. You get what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Like that's really what it is. But no, I don't feel that obligation. People don't put that shit on me as much as one might think.
Oh,
like
fire.
People are even I'm surprised at the fact of the shit I don't got to deal with. Like, but people put that on like Jordan, maybe like my drummer and engineer. Like he goes through like more weird shit than I do. Like I don't. People ask him for shit. People ask him for tickets. People ask him for like
Jordan.
feature prices. People ask him for stuff like that. No.
That's a side business of finessing. I ain't gonna go too deep in it. We can talk about it off camera. Jay Thick, hey, get your bands up. Hey,
get your consultant. Get your call. You don't need to do all that. You know what I'm saying? No, it's a fact though.
Get your Finsta on.
He's the one who deals with that kind of weird shit. He's the one, because people are too pussy to ever say anything to my face.
Yeah.
So if they feel a way, they might be like, well, Travis could have did that, and Jordan be like, oh, you're a weirdo. You're a weirdo. You know what I'm saying?
Keep that weird shit to yourself.
You're a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? And people love like. Bro, you know this city, bro. Like, motherfuckers didn't start, like, liking me till, like, 6 months ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's, like, it's cool, bro. Like, I know what it is. And, like, all my favorite artists, like, came out the gate, like, remember how, how foul they was talking about Mac Miller when he first popped? Yeah. Remember how foul the game was doing Mac Miller when so it's like, bruh. And so nothing ever fazed me, because I was just like, man, I know what it's going to be, bro. People don't get it. And, like, it is what it is. And I do everything. So it's like, I'm going to piss off every facet of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah.
These people need to change their mentalities.
But that's it's way more. Don't get me wrong. It's way more love. Like if I ever feel like some weird shit about the city, it's like scene shit. Like the fans here, like, are you able to sustain as almost just a Seattle artist? Damn near. You know what I'm saying? Because the people out here love the music. You know what I'm saying? Like they love it. Town. Yeah. You feel me? So. Don't ever get it twisted like I don't got like.
No. I came across this outside of like in the real world. So this was like a real world situation that happened where I was like, I wonder if like niggas really be like, hey bro, put me on, because like we deal with it from a media standpoint of like,
I imagine that, yeah.
Hey, like which is like I will never turn my nose and be like I don't appreciate that, but also there's 4 weeks in every month and a lot of people are doing a lot of cool things here. So you gotta vary in it. So I'm just curious because I know like the image could be like, hey, he's doing all these cool things. He's with this, he's with that person. And it's just like,
sometimes it'll happen about like lame shit. Like that's when you realize people don't get this shit too. Like people are like, I'll like sell out 1,000-person show and like ain't no one beefing that they didn't get to perform. But then I go post a pic with someone in LA. They're like, damn, bro, he ain't putting on. And it's like, what are you mad at? Like, bro, like what? You know what I'm saying? Like you're not even mad at the right thing, Cuddy. So it is what it is, bro. Like I don't know. I don't let that shit worry me just because it's so much positive shit that drowns all that lame shit out. Like
very true.
It's over. It's like 95% positive always. You know what I'm saying? So
it always should be. I mean, at least that's what you should at least allow to get to.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, it's great. And I don't that shit like I said before, like I don't even look at YouTube comments really, just because YouTube comments are a hellhole. You know what I'm saying? That's like the worst people on earth is YouTube comments.
YouTube comments is old Twitter. That's where people can get their shit off now.
Nah, it's like old Twitter meets like message boards though. It's
true.
Different, bro. Like or like Instagram comments. Like them shits don't fade. Like, bro, you see how foul they do Kendrick when like they post about Kendrick. Like, bro, none of this means anything. A comment could never hurt me. Y'all don't even respect Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Like the comment could never hurt me. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. I don't let shit like that or like he's not putting on or like lame shit like that ever. I don't know. I don't feel it enough, I guess, yet. Maybe once I touch a mill and I got like plaques, people will really start pressing the issue. But,
then you gotta just flex harder. That's when you gotta.
It would at least make sense then. I don't even got a plaque yet. You're asking me to put on.
You gotta get on
Petty. I'm putting myself on. It's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
When you see Travis on the jet ski every weekend, that's when you can start hating crazy.
On my mama, for real. When I'm not, I'm like, bruh, you can come catch me at El Ricasito. I'll be there. You know what I'm saying?
On
like
I'm
still here. You feel me? This ain't even like where it needs to be yet. But it's love, bro. I don't worry about that shit. Yeah.
Hold on one second. I'm gonna grab some water.
Yeah.
Cottonmouthy.
All that Groovy gang, all that should have translated to just work hard, man.
Yeah.
Work hard and be consistent because truthfully speaking, like we're all trying to get it out here in Seattle.
That's a fact.
And in Washington, it truly is I wouldn't say it's a battleground because we're all trying to work together. I've been learning that this past year, the sentiment behind like localism. I don't even know if that's a word. I just made that up. But like, you know,
is it called tribalism? Is that what it is? I don't know what it is.
What I'm trying to get at is the city love has been turning its tide. You know,
you feel like it's more love?
What I feel like a lot of people out there has realized that like, you know, life is short and like we got to appreciate what's in front of us. So like people are actually showing up for one another. And that's just a strong statement in itself because like I'm just seeing people more out putting themselves out there.
Okay, I fuck with that.
And inserting themselves within the space.
I fuck with that. No, I definitely feel like, people are starting to kind of understand the new grind of the internet and kind of putting two and two together in terms of the city more and more as like time goes on. But yeah, it's we'll get there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I fuck with that though.
How many of your shows coming up are sold out? Out of curiosity,
none yet. Man, oh wait, Tacoma's sold out. Like LA and New York, like I don't know if we're gonna sell them out, but we're gonna get close. Like people are, it's gonna be super tight. It's gonna be super tight. The LA one's got Kembe X on it, Airplane James, and Sham 1016 too. That shit's gonna be fun, bro. Like I'm telling, like it's a fun show. Fun. And New York has like Michael Christmas and CJ Fly on it, which is like hella fun. And Static Selector is gonna do some shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be like in Seattle. I'm not even gonna announce it yet, but bruh, and we're doing SOBs. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna be fun nights. Like Tacoma is sold out. Like Portland might sell out. You know what I'm saying? Like Seattle will definitely sell out. But yeah, man, I don't know. I try not even worry about the ticket sales no more because that shit just stresses me out, bro. Like. Yeah, I don't know. Like,
it takes away from wanting to perform.
For real, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I love, like, opening on tour so much because, like, I just get to, like, when I'm opening on someone's tour, everything is worked out for me, and I just get to do my art and then go, sell my merch and then go get drunk and just enjoy my time.
Oh,
and,
fire.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, when I'm headlining a show, I'm like, damn, is the lighting cool or is the sound people all straight? You know what I'm saying? Like, did we make this much over here? Did we make this much over here? You know what I'm saying? So it's like the headlining shit's a lot more stressful. So I'm trying to just like make sure the show is fire and like keep my head out.
Yeah, keep your head out.
But like, I'm excited because the Seattle show, it's like, it's gonna sell the fuck out. You know what I'm saying?
I'm excited.
And like these other like LA and New York, we're gonna get close. Like it's gonna be fire. Yeah.
Did you have fun at Day In Day Out?
Oh hell yeah, that was like the easy, like bro, are you kidding me? Like right under the Space Needle too.
That shit was crazy.
Right, bro, right under the Space Needle, get the sunsets, the sunset slot at the festival.
Whoa,
you feel me?
Golden hour,
literally golden hour with the crowd, with the easiest like crowd in years. You know what I'm saying? They're just ready
Jordan's
to see a show.
over there.
You know what I'm saying? That was your guys' first show of mine, right?
Second, but first, like big
The
crowd.
skate park show. That's not a show.
That's a show.
Nah, that's not.
I love it. That's a show. I love
That's a show.
I love intimate.
That's a show. Hey,
It was a fun show.
That's intimate shit where I'm just like, I'll remember that more than day in, day out, just because like
fact. No,
that was all the homies.
Though. That's why we do them though, because like a fan, like I feel like you can any fan who was at that skate park show, if they stop fucking with me at any moment, it's like, damn, you stop fucking with the homie. Like I invited you to the skate park, we did the thing. You know what I'm saying?
It was a moment.
It was a
Biba
moment.
did the set. I was.
You feel me? It was hella fun. Like, yeah, I love doing fan shit like that, and that's the shit that sets people apart that they don't
Really
people
realize.
don't be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like even with the like I've been talking about your rollout for months just because knowing you, having you just tangible in the city and just being like, this is what you're supposed to do when you're really like showing people like I got music, listen to my music, and like such a like a level. What made you want to go so like, hey bro, get like
hard with the rollouts?
Go so hard with the rollout, because for me it was so fire just like watching it, and it was very inspiring just to see like step by step as far as just like this is a professional, like outside of me like us being drinking homies and us like kicking it. That was like, oh shit, like I see you as like a professional, and this is like to me it was like, hey, this is rapper Trav. Like I know him in a different light.
Thank you, bro. No, it comes from, like I said, bro, like when did I graduate high school? 2015, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I graduated high school 2015, so it's like the blog era is like me.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Did you graduate 15?
Yeah.
Hey, best hey.
Stop going, but
what? Yeah, I feel you. But what's it called? So the blog era was just such a time like motherfuckers were not selling albums, so they had to have crazy fan experiences.
Facts.
You feel me? So it's like growing up, like I saw the shit the cool kids would do. I saw the shit that Currency would do.
Yeah.
I saw the cool shit that Mac Miller and Wiz would do. I saw the cool shit that all these young, or like Childish Gambino. I saw like what these guys were doing that was just like, or Odd Future. These are experiences that like, not like fuck what we sold first week. Like I got an army of fucking kids who love me and the shit I do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the era I came up on. So in terms of fan experiences, now I'm signed to a label. Like I have the bread to be able to like create moments for people forever. It's like if you love some music in high school, how tight would it be to be able to be like, oh yeah, I skated with my favorite rapper in high school. Like, oh yeah, he might have fell off, he might have did whatever, he might have, but like back at that shit was cranking, and I got to skate with him, and it was an experience. You know what I'm saying? So it's like shit like that is just cooler to me than anything else. So that's, it's like fire. The rollout shit is just, it's like that shit almost comes more natural than like music. Like I'm like learning how to be a musician, but just hustling music. I love music. I see how people sell it. I can do that shit better than if I worked at a label or I was someone's manager. I feel like I go stupid. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to master art. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, bring I don't know.
To life
you feel me? Time. Like create worlds for people and shit.
That's
but like,
fire.
Rollouts and shit. That shit come first. Like that's like it's easy just because that's the shit I grew up on. Because that's what everyone I love did. You feel me?
You grew up on. That's fire. That reminds me of what my mom always told me about being in New York in the 90s, of just being able to like walk through Central Park and be able to see like Mos Def and like Big L, like just be able to see these people in real time rapping and just like have tangible moments seeing your favorite artist or the artist to blow in the club or. And at people don't
realize how important that shit is. Like just knowing a rapper came from your city, or you can see it. Like that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Because I remember first like wanting to rap in middle school, and you tell your homies like, "Hey, let's freestyle." And like some like maybe I don't know how y'all grew up. Maybe that was cool, but how I grew up, rapping like freestyling, that shit was lame. That shit was not like. The homies was like, that's not. No, it's like, you think you could rap, Cuddy? Stop. Like, it was one of them things. It was never like a supportive thing for me. So it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's weird. Yeah. You feel me? It's weird. I don't know. It's like that.
No, I feel that. I was never the rapping homie. I was definitely the homie to tell the other homie stop fucking rapping.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I was the hater.
That's how it go though, man. That's really how it go.
Nah,
bro, that's what's the J. Cole line? He's like, I can't tell him my dreams, they'll shoot him down or something.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's really how it go, man. I wasn't rapping for nobody. for nobody. That's why I hear about ciphers and shit from back in the day. I'm like, y'all was ciphering. That's crazy.
That's all it was. And like, I guess having that experience, like them having that experience, just made hip hop so much more special. That's why I'm saying. That's why I like how you have presented your album and just like continue to roll it out. You make special moments for people that may know you in like 20 years from now. I promise I will think about that.
Yeah, regardless if you still listen to it, you're not gonna forget that moment. I'm not gonna forget that moment.
Just kicking it with like hello to homies and just being able to see a bunch of like your fans' energy, like being like anticipating like when Strav's gonna perform and just watching Glenn and Chris like like that they were going crazy, scared of the kids. But it was like it was so fire because I was like,
Glenn had to say, "It's a character, bro."
Did he say that on the mic?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's hella funny.
It was hella funny. I was like, "Oh, this must be your first show."
My fans are such a mixed bag that you never know what it's gonna be. There's no telling. There's no telling.
And I love that your fans are like, because I've never experienced like fandom like everyone was like when they announced you performing, everybody was like, "Fuck this!" Like we in the front, we going crazy.
That's fire.
And I've never really experienced that as like going to because I've never been going to local shows. I just started going outside and figuring out what's going on in the scene. So just to see a bunch of ranges of age from like high school to like I saw a grown
literally
man in the front like screaming, and I was like, yeah, that's the energy that I needed. Like,
bro, I remember my first show in I think we had a show in Arizona, in Phoenix, Arizona. My agent came out, like he like booked the tour, but the only show he could make was Arizona, and he was from there. He's like, I'm gonna come out, and he pulled up to the show, and he was like, "Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the weirdest crowd I've ever seen in my whole life." Because it was like a bunch. Because we were in Arizona, so it was like native kids mixed with like college white kids mixed with old head hip hop kids, dudes who saw me on like Shea 4-5. You know what I'm saying? Mixed with rap. Like whatever the fuck. Like it was like my shows be looking crazy, but that's just because I don't know. Our whole MO is just be yourself, and I think a bunch of people can resonate with that shit. Yeah.
And I definitely feel that. And you can actually rap. Like your musical
ability.
Like
I said, like I was saying before, we try to do a lot of shit. We do a lot of shit, so it's like it brings a bunch of different people. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, but it's a fun time though.
They're definitely like fun ass like being in those crowds, especially when you perform, are fire. Just because I don't know, it's lit.
It turns up like for songs that sometimes you're like, damn, this one you're gonna go, we're wild out for this one. Okay, bet. It's like that. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you how it's been being able to represent your heritage. You are native
Navajo. Yes, sir.
So,
yes, sir. It's cool. It's definitely I love it, you know what I'm saying? But it's confusing sometimes just because like I'm whatever I am to you, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's one of them things where I'm a white boy until you know I'm native, and then as soon as you know I'm native, you can never see me as just a white boy again. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things, or like you can. I don't know. It's one of them. I don't fucking know. So and sometimes you rep too hard, and it's like, and then the native people be like, all right, chill. Bro. Remember, you don't even speak Navajo. Remember that. Like, you don't even did it. You don't even did it. Yeah. So it's one of them things. And then it's also, if I were to like not, it'd be like, oh, so you conveniently white. You did, you know what I'm saying? And especially because like I'm from Seattle, and like my reservation is down in like Northeast Arizona. And I grew up off of the res, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'll go back and forth and shit, but like to kick it with family and shit. But obviously, like I'm a Seattle, I'm a Burien kid. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's one of them things where you're a lot of people want you to represent for them for an experience that you can't even speak to because I'm not gonna come corny like that. I'm not gonna come I'm not gonna try to act like I'm the fucking res res rapper. I'll tell you the ugly shit that I had to like witness on the res, and like the beautiful shit I got to witness on the res. I'll tell you all about that because like it fucked me up, it fucked my family up. It like and I don't want to say it like it's negative, like it fucked me up. It lifted me up. You know what I'm saying? It did whatever the experience may be. Is I have all of that, but at the same time, I'm not trying to like ever be anything I'm not because I
can't tell you false experiences.
You feel me? I can't tell you false experiences, and also I got a goofy ass face. I can't be anything but this. You feel me? So it's like, I don't know. It's a journey. You feel me? But as I get older, I'm starting to like figure out how to like, I don't know. That's why like in the music now, it's always been bits and pieces of native shit or Navajo shit, just because I just kind of want it to be like, I don't know. I don't ever want to be the native guy just to be the native guy.
Yeah, it's got to be true to who you are and how
you feel me. Like, and I'm gonna give you the shit because that's like I said before. Like natives see it and they pull up in fucking droves to the shows. You feel me? So it's like they see it for what it is. You feel me? But at the same time, it's like you can't.
You're almost not enough.
Yeah, there's no right way to do it. Like my dad is a full blood native man from the Res and OG White Center. Yeah, like back and forth from like the Window Rock Reservation and then like OG White Center, and he'd be reading comments like, y'all have no fucking clue. Like, don't ever play my son. Like, y'all don't fucking know. Da, 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 and like, or even if I talk about shit that I saw in Seattle, people will be like, it ain't like that. And my pops be the one who be like mad. My mom be reading comments like, y'all got my son fucked up. But like, it is what it is, bro. Like, I don't know, man.
You don't
like,
let it bother you because
I don't let that shit bother me, bro. Because like, it's gonna like, I might. Once you meet me, and I think my track record proves for itself. Like, I don't know. I've never been anything except myself.
Your voice is important. I'll be. I don't know.
Thank you, Cuddy. I
don't know if
appreciate
you've
that.
been told, but I'll let you know this right now. Excuse me. Your voice is definitely important. We see the representation, and a lot. Even for people at home, there is that disconnect. We talk about it every week, so the fact that like you're here sitting down and actually like relaying that information to like people at home that like can't grasp, their favorite artist, or there's the kid at home who's gonna watch this. He's native, or he's half native and half white. And he's like,
that's what makes me.
I've never heard that before. I've never heard like Travis talk about that.
Yeah,
like that's important, like,
thank you, bro.
It's not, I hope I didn't mean to pry in like sense of identity, but it's like, sometimes I feel that same way. Like, there's a poly kid at home, like thinking like, oh, my voice doesn't get heard. I don't have things that like resonate within myself. So like, how do I expect like my people to understand that? And this is a perfect opportunity to be like, bro, this is what it is, bro.
Hey, bro.
So thank you for sharing that with us.
Hey, no, good looking, bro. No, I appreciate y'all letting me say this.
Oh, of course.
It's real life, bro. Like,
this is groovy, man.
This is real life. You feel me? Yeah, That's
let me commence this with a good round of applause. Before we get into our lovely sponsorship, will you spark your wood, sir? I've been staring at it for like 10 minutes. I can't even capture you.
Finna spark it with his eyes.
What's the longest Groovy Tapes episode?
3 hours. Maven. Shout out Maven. brother Maven.
Maven,
I was gonna say we should go for the longest, but nah, that's a
bro.
that's a
so
record.
After we stopped doing like every pod before like the new year was like a couple hours, and then we really had to like have a meeting as a team and be like, hey, do we got shit to say after like an hour? Like we could push it to 2, but like after 2, it's really like
half of it is like me staring into the camera,
bro.
I'm high, bro, breathing on the mic.
That's back when we used to drink on the pod. We don't drink on the pod no more, so we would just be fucked up.
We should have drank.
I would have been loose at the lips on the mic today if I was.
You just tell people fuck you. During those moments when you were being really passionate about the industry, you'd have went crazy.
Oh nah, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I've done a lot of my interviews a little bit faded, just because I'd be out in New York and we'd be like 3 hours between each interview. Like, what are we gonna do in the middle of Manhattan?
We're kicking it.
Yeah, we're kicking it. What?
That's all there is. Every time I'm in New York, I am drunk from the moment I land to the moment I go home. Like the entire time. I don't know if because I mostly go to New York with them and my homie Gabe. Yeah. I don't know if it annoys them, but I'm committed to it. It's too late. Like those nutcrackers and those. Oh yeah, we are all drunk.
For it.
I'm the friend. Like let's keep drinking. Like let's.
you're preaching to the choir. Oh my God, that's who my homies hate me.
Nah,
my homies don't. My homies, I'm that guy for sure.
All New York is food and like drunk.
Food, shopping, and drinking.
No, I don't. I try to do the least amount of shopping in New York because I'll go too crazy.
I just did my least amount of shopping this last time ever.
It's so hard.
Every time I go out there, it's the internet and fucking real life. I get all my favorite clothes are right here. I'm gonna buy them. What? You kidding me? It's right here. Like
it's right here.
How am I not supposed to drop?
I walk 30 steps.
Oh, new store.
Bro, and it's one of the
new store.
New York is one of them places you'd be like, nah, this is probably all the sizes you got, huh? And they go, no, what do you need? You'd be like, double XL. They're like, oh yeah, we got yeah. And you're like, well, shit. Yeah. You're like, damn.
Fuck,
okay,
I need it
now. All right, shit. Okay, yep. That's so in New York, man, I be fucking it up.
When did you first start going out there and kicking it?
The first time I went to New York, I opened for Dave B in Brooklyn.
That's fire.
Yeah. Were you out there, Hayes? Yeah, that was before me and Hayes were really like tight like that. That's crazy. That was like when we first started like even smoking blunts and shit. That's crazy. But that was in like mid 2017, something like that.
Oh yeah,
so mid 2017. So yeah, that first time I went to New York though I was waiting to go to New York until I had a music thing. You know what I'm saying? Like
something to do fun.
And it has to be some. Man, we didn't make no type of money at that show. But it was a fun time, bro. It was I love New York, but I ain't gonna lie. Like I have more fun in like more middle America, or not middle America, but in random cities than I do in LA and New York in terms of like
kicking
shows.
Yeah,
not kicking it. Obviously, like New York and LA are hella fun, but like playing like Phoenix and Denver and Chicago. And like Boston,
just those middle, everyone comes out.
Those cities that are just kind of like off, like you know what I'm saying?
They be feeding for the performances.
They're lit. They're like stupidly lit.
Boston is the drunkest I probably have ever been in, like, because first of all, Boston, your taxes don't make sense. 5% is fucking real 5% alcohol tax, bro.
Oh wow,
bro. Wow. And it's like, it's like 5. When I was out there, it's like 5.1%. So you're really like, whatever, like a $2 beer is there, it's like, it's $3. Maybe. Like, it's really like regular ass, like, it's cheap, but I don't know, like, I don't live there, so there might be some other shit where they bump you over the head, but like, it's really the drunkest me and Solana ever slid around.
That's hella funny.
And they got hella bar, like, it's a college town, so we found this little cut where they were just serving pitchers of beer. It was, I got fucked up.
You can get cheap alcohol in the college towns. It's over. Oh my God.
I was fucked up. I'll be fucked up on vacation. I'm sorry. Mom, if you listen to this, I'm sorry. You know?
I know, me too.
It's cool.
My mom be like calling me, just be safe, be safe, be safe.
Facts. That's all they want.
Me, I'm just out there getting faded.
Hold on. Your mom is the best.
I do have a legendary mom for Shelly.
Like the best, like from the day, like she walked up on me.
She's gonna watch this and be stoked. I love you, mama.
She walked up and was like, "How do you know Travis?" I was like, "We actually just met today." She was like, "Really?" It was like we just started chopping it up and like vibing. You're like hands down one of those legendary like human beings to just pop up and be like. Not only is she supportive of what you're doing, she tries to engage, or she does not even try. She engages herself with the people who fuck with you. In a real way.
She'll go to if like if someone's a rapper or like they do some shit in the city and she like will check in with me. She's like, "Do you like this person?" Da-da-da. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I fuck with them. Like it's the homie." Da-da-da. She's like, "They're nice to you. They're cool." Da-da-da. I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's the homie." And she's like, "Okay." And she'll go to shit without me when I'm out of town.
Oh,
fire. My mom might pop out at the homie show or like to a Hayes pop up or something like, you know what I'm saying? Like my mom
is really
show love. Both my mom and my dad. Just because I don't know, I was a hella like bad kid, but like a good son, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I never, even when I was fucking up, I wasn't like
to them.
to them really, because
Like,
I always had my shit together. Like even when I was like being a terrible student, I was doing cool like poetry shit, and then even when I was like broke and fresh out of high school, I had like some fans and 1 million views on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like I always had something going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my parents have always been like showing love and supportive, and that's a big like factor in this shit too that people don't like have a lot. A lot of people don't even like. I got hella rapper friends who like parents didn't even know they rapped until they was popping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until they was like, hey, I got a show here in Seattle. Like,
I'm doing shit.
Yeah, some people aren't even able to tell their parents that, but shit, they didn't have no merch or nothing though. They didn't buy no studio time or nothing though. You know what I'm saying? So we were still on our shit. But yeah, they're legend. They were dope though. Like they shout out my mom, and my mom like, watches all the interviews and shit too. She'll see that. Shout out Julie.
Give your mommy a big round of applause.
And she done fed like all of Beering too. If you from Beering, you probably had a meal from my mama. That's a fact. She goes crazy.
I wanted to. I don't know. I'm gonna ask you. You don't have to talk about it.
Yeah.
The experience about feeling disconnected to your limbs. I was very curious about like what.
You're hella funny. Like, are you talking about on Odd Jobs?
Yeah. Whether it was just like a clever bar or what that experience was like.
That was super real life. I was 12 years old. We were skating home from Hemp Fest. we were skating home from Hemp Fest, and this dude sees me and my like crew of skater homies, and this like old white guy, and he's like, "Y'all want some joints?" And we were like, "Hell yeah!" And he hands us a whole bag of joints. And when you're like 12, 13, 14.
That's the plug.
Oh my God. It's like someone
Bro.
just handed you like 50 racks.
Bro.
Got,
Oh
like,
my God.
A bag of, especially back
We
when
are getting
this
high.
was like 2008, 2000, like, not. This
Easy.
is like 2007. This is before we just had weed
Exactly.
on us like that. So we were like, oh my God. We saved them bitches, got to the skate park back in Burien, and we just smoked them at the skate park. And like, we all had our own personal joints too, so like we weren't facing joints back then either. You know
So you're
like,
getting hella high.
We were getting hella high, but it wasn't weed, bro. That shit was like K2. So
damn.
So we're sitting there at the skate park, and the homies is just like, "Oh, I feel sick, bro. I feel like, oh, my head hurts, bro. Like my homie just doesn't talk to nobody, just like walks home, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, I feel terrible. Like I literally felt like a puppet, bro. Like each limb was like a string.
Yeah.
And because I was like laying in the grass for like hours, like I was like, I can't move. Like, and I'm only like 12 years old too.
So you're not knowing what the fuck is going on. So I'm not knowing
what the fuck's going on. And also like, I'm not trying to call my mom, because if my mom comes, like, oh, it's over for the skate park.
Exactly.
It's over for, you know what I'm saying? It's over for none of that. So I'm just sitting there tweaking. And then after a couple hours, like you just get like a little nauseous, and the headache kind of like subsides, and you're able to like stand up and get on your shit. And I just walked home. It was fucked up, bro. Like,
damn.
Yeah, just hit the K2 as a 12-year-old. But it happens, man. Character, it builds character.
It definitely builds
Sometimes
character.
you gotta smoke some spice to build character and grow up, man. Sometimes you gotta smoke a little spice, man. It's good for you.
It makes real life experiences.
It was super fucked up that guy did that to some kids.
Yeah, that is terrible.
I had a few experiences like that too. I think on that song too, like my homies gave me salvia and didn't tell me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, skate park shit though. Skaters, they're grimy.
No, they are fucked up. I went to a school full of them, and I didn't fuck with any of them, so they never tried to trick me. They always just tried to convince me. Hey, Corey, bro, I
literally, like I'm one of the skaters who went to your high school at your time was kicking it with me all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I remember them Nova skater kids. Yeah, I remember those kids.
They're different. Yeah, they were really a different
Nova
breed.
kids is different in general.
Bro, they were. The year before I got there, they were doing heroin in the hallway.
Hey, fuck. It's
bro,
like that. Oh
bro,
my God.
like,
shout out Nova though.
Bro, that's what the upperclassmen warned me about. They were like, hella kids got expelled last year for doing consistently doing, not like, oh, they hit the age one time and like, bro, got sent home. Like, nah, his
middle of the hallway.
In the middle of the hallway, bro, be nodded out, bro.
Whoa,
bro, at school, like, Nova was different.
He got his books though.
He does, bro. He made it to first class. That's the type of shit. That's the type of shit they would just let slide. Like, he'd show up to one class.
Grades on heroin.
I don't know if he made the grades on heroin. I just know bro was off the heroin. Crazy. It was crazy. But Nova kids were different. I knew Yeah, I got hella like random Nova stories. I may indulge on the pod, but I'll tell this one spice story of two of my homegirls at the time were after school kicking it. I thought they were smoking weed, like regular shit, because that's what I did with them. We smoke weed. They were like, nah, I got spice from this random white skater kid.
They chose to?
They chose to smoke spice. So at this point, they're kicking it, whatever.
Different.
I go to class. I come outside of class. They're still outside smoking, laughing, just giggling. I'm like, all right, whatever. I leave. They go to the bathroom, whatever, and come back. One of the girl had pissed all over herself, and the other girl watched her piss all over herself in the middle of class. Like, not in the middle of class, but the middle of school. So they had to spend the rest of the day pissy and yeah, I said it like that. Pissy and like geeked up. So that's why I never did spice
it's
personally.
Ugly.
So
and that's why we need better resources
for
addicted youth.
Come on.
Seattle. No, yeah, real life. Real life,
that's why he didn't need media training. Come on, kids. Come on, son.
You know
Bro, come on, son. That's how you lesson.
You know? Real shit, though.
But yeah, that's...
Shout out Nova.
Yeah, shout out Nova. Saw it all.
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
It's really interesting watching the like skating community come about.
Oh, yeah. It's...
Like... It's
it's hella different than like, and especially because now, like, I'm in the rap community now. I'm less in the skate scene or whatever. But like back when I was coming up, the Seattle skate scene was like,
it's popping,
fucking crazy thing, man. It was so tight.
Shout
but
out.
There's still
Ian.
kids killing it now, though. Don't get me wrong. Like the homies are going crazy now. Like, but yeah, I like Ian and all the homies. We were just down at the barracks with Ian and Tata and shit.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. How was as like a I wouldn't. That's something I wanted to ask. As a former like skater, like being like living that.
I be skating.
No, I seen it. But like a 10-year-old, that's.
Oh yeah, of course. Obviously, a former like I thought I was finna be. Pro.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What was it like being in the barracks and having that moment?
So the first time I went was like a couple years ago, like I think in 2019, and they just invited us to skate it in general. Like we knew some kids, Dog CEO. They're like a little media company thing. Yeah. But they invited us just to come skate it because they were running their social media. So just being there for that first time was like, bro, it wasn't the OG barracks, but it was still like it's like being in a video game. It's like being in your computer. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not real. And it makes you go crazy. Like that was one of my best skate sessions ever. I was going stupid. I was doing shit I had never done before. Like I was going crazy. But then this last time we got to kick it with like David Loy and Boo Johnson. Ooh. Like it was super filthy. Like these guys just pulled up and skated with us, and we got to like smoke and kick it in the barracks. Like it was fire, bro. Doing that kind of shit is like, bro, like that's literally why I started rapping. I was like, okay, bet, like. I can't get popping being a skateboarder. I gotta get popping being a rapper. I gotta get popping doing whatever the fuck. So it's like, I still want to do all the cool shit. Like it's and now like it's literally, I was like, I'm gonna be a rapper and finesse like a pro skater life because now we can just kick it with pro skaters. We can kick it with like we get invited to like private parks. I get free clothes sent, so I feel like a pro skateboarder ripping the packages in my closet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
I saw you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's literally a beautiful
ago.
feeling. It feels like because I remember being a little kid on YouTube watching the skateboarder day in the lives, and they get to go to like their closet and they got like a new pack from like SB, and they get to like go crazy, and now we get like plugs from 35th and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's literal like
full
dream
circle
shit. It's full circle shit. It's fire. I love that shit. That shit's cooler than like other shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Oh man. We done did it again. Another week. On that note, man, thank you for joining us. KWJT, you've been grooving with the South. We got Travis, Corey, and Solana.